Hello and welcome to another GadgetCore review. Today we'll be reviewing a new cable from mobilefun.co.uk. This cable's special because it has the adaptation for both micro USB, a lightning connector and a traditional iPod connector, which means that if I get a phone like this and then you have your traditional micro USB for example, you could easily share this with another member of the family to charge their iPad or something of the kind. So it easily fits into this iPad here. As you can see, it's fitting perfectly, and you have the two extra cables still there. The only problem with this cable has to be its short length. As you can see, it's only maybe 6 or 7 inches long, and it means that you really have to be in close proximity to the charger or plug where there's a table to rest your device on. The cable is also capable of syncing the devices and is a good addition to someone who regularly uses a short cable and lots of different devices. What it replaces is something like this. The traditional, this is an iPad 1 or 2 charger, and it doesn't replace this. You still have to have one of these from either a previous purchase or you bought it online as well. They're pretty useful and you can use them with any device really, so get one of these. This is the Apple one, but it's perfectly low. I think most people have one anyway. And then you've got your traditional iPod cable. The problem with this is that if you have maybe an iPod, an iPad and even an iPhone 5, so you're completely Apple in, but one of your devices doesn't use this. The iPhone 5 uses a Thunderbolt connector, not Thunderbolt, Lightning connector. So we'd have to get another lightning connector to use and take another cable if we're going travelling or on holiday. It makes the situation even worse if you've got an Android device, an Apple device, and maybe another Apple device with a lightning connector. So this cable's perfect for the frequent traveller who needs to save space in his suitcase. I wouldn't recommend this for the average person, as it offers not any more functionality over separate cables. But if you're travelling regularly or you live in a house where there's one convenient socket for charging stuff and you can't be bothered to have loads of cables lying around, then this is the ideal solution. I've now got all the connectors, and as you can see, it's quite a mess and takes up quite a lot of space. So you've got your lightning connector, the micro USB from a Galaxy Nexus in this case, and a traditional iPod connector. So this thing here offers the same functionality as all of these cables, which is quite impressive. One thing that should be noted though is that you can't charge multiple devices at the same time with this. It would potentially work, but the charging rate would be reduced to nearly non-existent at the point where you plug multiple devices in, because there's only one USB port that it's connecting to. If you wanted to charge multiple devices at the same time, it would make more sense to plug them two separate cables into maybe a laptop or two separate chargers. This is actually called a Groovy cable, now I remember the name of it, and I don't really know how the name fits with the cable. It's just a name, so if you want to search for it, it's called a Groovy cable. The biggest problem with this cable has to be its short length. I still can't get over why they made it so short, because frankly in a lot of the plugs, even in my house, which is a relatively new house, has quite a gap between the work surface or table and the plug, and it's not even a like horizontal gap, it's just purely a vertical gap, and this struggles to cope with that, and sometimes leaves your device awkwardly balanced in the air. If they made this maybe 2 or 3 inches longer, it would have been a much better product. Thank you for watching the GadgetCore review of the Groovy cable.